Good morning, Mindcrack. It is the 29th day of July 2012, and here we are again on the Mindcrack server. And here's your picture of the day provided by Linky, who has some cereal and waffles and juice. Wow, you got a whole smorgasbord there, my friend. A whole entire smorgasbord. I'm going to be working today on this rail. I'm hopefully going to finish it. Do I have a... what's it called? I should have a crafting bench in here. If I don't have a crafting bench, I'm pretty much a failure Minecraft kind. There we are. Okay. But first, here's your channel update. It's like that news thing. Okay. Anyway, the secret prank video may come out today. It all depends on if, again, the person logs on the server and puts up their reaction video. I should have it uploaded tonight and just have it ready to, like, launch any second. So the second they show up, I can put it up for your guys' enjoyment and secretness. As well as I will be live streaming Monday and Friday at 8 p.m. I decided that I'm going to start with doing it every Monday and Friday. I'm quite the schedule right now, and I don't want to overextend myself. As well as I'll be doing other live streams throughout the week, just randomly. For example, if I want to do some Ocarina of Time practice or something, I will just schedule an event on the channel a few minutes or so before. A few hours before. Okay, that looks good. I'm trying to consider what to make the roof out of, but I'm going to start digging it during this. You dig it? I dig it. I'm going to start digging this out here during today's episode. But it's time to get your bits and bobs. It's interesting. I'm going to be kind of serious mode for a little bit here today. I have a few things I just want to kind of chat about, and I don't always go into serious mode, but I've been called like a few like really nice things as of late, like mature, and there was a thread on Reddit. What was it about? Most down to earth, and like people talked about how I was down to earth there for a moment. I was like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. You keep thinking that. I am cheese, and. So basically, I just want to talk a little bit of serious today. I know a lot of you actually really like my serious talk, so that's a good thing. I always make my serious talk fun and exciting. I should probably get to that serious talk. I'm halfway done with all the work I scheduled for today. I might have to go mining to fill up the time at the end of this. Ooh, everybody hates mining. Ooh, scary. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna be talking about mean comments first of all. And when I say mean comments, I kind of mean rude comments. You know, sometimes things come out and people say them because they think, you know, an uploader doesn't care or doesn't read the comments, and, you know, or they think they won't respond. And in a lot of cases, that's an okay thing. Like, if somebody leaves a stupid comment on my video and it absolutely warrants no response whatsoever, there's being a complete moron, I'm going to just block them and remove their comment. Goodbye. Have a nice day. Thank you for shopping. But at the same time, if somebody makes a comment that isn't necessarily being, you know, a complete moron, or they're just being, you know, I hate using the word moron, it's not like me, but it's the only good word I can use to describe people sometimes that you know, deserve to be blocked. Sometimes people can just leave rude comments, and they can just, you know, it can just come out wrong sometimes. And in a lot of cases, I will just respond to them. And especially if they just have their facts incorrect. Like if somebody comes up to me and says, "I hate you, MC Gamer. You're never making the Ultimate Miner again," or something, you know, I could be like, "Yeah, I've been very busy this month. I haven't been able to do an Ultimate Miner. I'm sorry about that." Then they can feel like a complete idiot because I just, you know, I corrected them and in front of a live platform, and, you know, it's kind of like, oh well, I'm sorry, and I forgive people like that. You know, it's if you apologize, I don't care. You know, it's okay if you make a rude comment occasionally. Wow, this freaking pickaxe destroys. I don't know what I'm gonna make this roof out of, so I'm gonna go and mine for the rest of this episode. But yeah, if you leave a rude comment, like, thank you for apologizing, but you know, it's okay. You just I prefer you don't leave a rude comment. That's the best way to solve things. Okay, Birch Stairs, next update, right, man? Right? It's gonna be great. Let's see. What was I? Let's see. I just find it kind of funny when somebody, you know, they're kind of like a deer caught in the headlights sometimes, and they're just kind of like, oh, I didn't realize you were going to respond to this. I love your content, you know, but you know, I said, you know, so many times, because this situation happened just recently with somebody, and you know, I forgave them. And I was like, well, it's okay, just please don't be a jerk again. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. And it's like, I don't care, calm down, you're such a silly face. And yeah, I'm a pretty chill guy. Oh, and by the way, if you get into arguments on my videos, like just recently, I went to the Ethos hit list video, and I was like, let's go see what's going on in the Ethos hit list video for whatever random reason, checking the analytics or whatever. I was like, what are all these comments? And there's like this group of people going back and forth for the past like 2 days, and they're just like, yeah, dude, herp derp, and insulting each other. I'm just like, what are you doing, you crazy guys? And so. I just go in and block them all, remove all their comments, because if you're going to freaking argue and insult people and use that horrible, horrible language against each other in my comments, that's just like, what are you doing? Go do something productive, you silly, silly person. And if they message me and they're like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, I'm gonna unblock them. I'm a nice guy, but you know, it's just kind of like, what a wacky guy. I'm Cosmo. Again, I hope somebody gets that. I'm sure there's a few people. I forgot my bucket. My bucket of caving. Anyway, so fan art. I demand fan art. A bucket of caving. Reddit r/Mindcrack. Fill it up. Everybody's gonna be like, all the people who don't watch me, which is a large majority over on r/Mindcrack, they're gonna be like, what is with all this bucket of caving? What is this crap? And it's gonna be great. But. Right, what was I talking about? All right, I was getting back to, my face! I was getting back to my face. Whoa, a little bit of lag there. I actually don't have a good, sword for killing right now. Maybe I should grab one of those as well. I'll go grab a good sword of killing real quick. And now I want to talk about something a little bit even more serious, and this is about me, kind of. And a warning, this may sound a little selfish in some parts, and I do apologize for that. I always make a joke how sometimes I can come off as pompous, and, you know, it's just, I'm not that kind of guy. A lot of people who know me and such, or have seen some of the way I comment to people, know that I don't do YouTube for myself or anything, and but I want to talk a little bit about some of the stress sometimes that I've been having as of late, and it's a little weird to talk about. Good. Bane of Smite, or Bane of... What did I say about this? Smite of Arthropods, or something, I don't even know. But as of late, I've been kind of wanting to do things my own way more when it comes to everything that I do online, and a lot of people don't really know how much I do online. Like, I make these YouTube videos, and that takes up pretty much a good chunk of my day. It's become to the point where, you know, I'm creating, you know, 1 or 2 videos, sometimes 3 a day. I'm planning for future stuff, and I'm doing live streams that take hours and hours. Live streams aren't something that you can, you know, just finish in, you know, an hour. Well, that is interesting, isn't it? Oh, hello. It's very interesting to me, because that takes up a good portion of my time, and I have to manage the Fun for Freedom community that I run, which is, you know, the thing that I'm going to eventually turn into a nonprofit organization. I've been having so much trouble getting that started, and a lot of people are really wanting that to be done. Like, they always ask me, when's that nonprofit coming, MC? I'm like, I don't know. We almost had a board of directors, but that fell through, and I'm back to trying to find more board directors. And people are like, haven't you been doing that since March? I'm like, yes, but I don't know what to do. I literally don't have time to be, out, I don't have time to be outside, Kappa. No, I don't, it's difficult for me sometimes to, I don't know people in my community that are interested inside nonprofits and such. Bane of Smythropon. And it's just kind of, it's difficult for me when I have so many other responsibilities. Online, I can talk a little bit more about what I have to do online. Like, I create, banners and stuff. I have to, gosh darn it. I'm doing things, helping out the speedrunning community. I do things for them. I get emails all the time, and just frankly, it's just, I know I didn't list that many. I didn't write anything down specifically. That I'm just running out of time personally, and it feels like I'm stressed out sometimes, and I don't like being stressed out, especially since being able to create for YouTube and stuff is generally thought of as a little bit more of a non-stressful, job, quote unquote. It's difficult for me to give up my responsibilities. Like, I can't go to the Fun for Freedom community and say, hey guys, I'm no longer the admin. Here's the passwords for everything. Run the Minecraft server, the social networks, organize the events, and Zeldathon. I can't do that. It's been something I've done for all this time, and I can't just hand that off. I just feel that it wouldn't be done to... I wouldn't like it, I may be a little what's the word? I might be a little... I wrote it down here. Selfish. I forget the word selfish, Kappa. I might be a little selfish for thinking this, but it's kind of like, I don't feel like... If I handed off some of the bigger responsibilities that I do on a daily basis, I don't feel that they would be done as well or to what I would want them to be done, and I would end up being, coming back and wanting to do more, and then I still wouldn't get anything done. And I feel really bad for kind of saying that. I mean, it kind of sounds mean, but I mean, it's just how I feel. Once again, you can't be ashamed of how you feel about things. You have to be proud of your opinions and, your thoughts. You can't like say, oh, well, maybe I don't feel that way, because you feel that way, and that's just the way you feel about sometimes the things. You gotta stick to your guns. So I don't know. And at the same time, in addition to this, I sometimes get I get asked, or I see things that I want to do. Like just recently, the Fun for Freedom moderators, they've said, hey, we should start a Let's Playing channel of the moderators. And I'm sorry if I'm kind of spoiling this. Hey, they're diamonds. I'll be right over. But I was like, I want to be a part of that. And like, and right now it's in planning stages. It's not confirmed. Calm down, you silly people. But it's just, I agreed instantly to become like the quote unquote manager or whatever of it, because I want because I've done so much with Let's Plays. I feel like, wow, I could really help this thing become really big, and I want to be a part of that. But I shouldn't have done that. Right now I'm feeling like, wow, I don't really have the time right now to be designing, a YouTube page. I got a few other things to be doing, and I can't just go and say, no, you guys have to handle this, because I'm going to look at it later on and see a YouTube page that maybe isn't all shiny and delicious, and I'm going to say, man, I should have done that. Oh, gosh, what is that? No, wait! You can't do that! Hey, man, come on over here. Hey, man. But yeah, it's a very difficult thing for me to talk about, because I don't want anybody, like, because I know, a lot of the Fun for Freedom moderators and such, they watch this show, and, I don't want them to think that I'm saying, well, you guys suck. No, it's very much not like that at all. It's just that I have trouble trying to give up responsibilities, and I have trouble giving myself more responsibilities that I shouldn't do. And personally right now, I'm at a spot where I feel like, man, I just want to do things my way. And, I feel ashamed sometimes of what I think. Like, can I come up with something radical? Oh, because I don't want to work on Fun for Freedom, and I don't think that it could ever, wow, that sounds really mean. I don't want to be mean, but I don't want to, hide what I have to say. That wouldn't be good. I feel that Fun for Freedom would very much suffer if I wasn't there to try to manage it. I mean, it can run on its own, but can it be managed on its own when I'm not there? It's scary, and I don't want to say, well, because this isn't going to work without me, I'm just going to shut it down or something. That's not the solution. That's not a good solution at all. It's just hard for me to think, and I want to do Fun for Freedom so bad, get this charity organization running, but I haven't made any progress on it, and I honestly can't do anymore. I can't stop YouTubing right now. This is becoming the only source of income for me, and it's becoming something more of a job where I can, live using, what's going on with YouTube, and I love you guys for that. I know I'm going on really long, but I feel like I want to talk, and I don't know how to say it. I wouldn't do this on a live stream because I don't like seeing the live comments. I'll rather see what you guys have to say later on. It makes me feel more secure knowing that I can't see what you guys think right now, that I can actually just, get out my complete thoughts before you guys say anything. It just... I want to do so much, and I want to help so many people, but I can't. I'm only one person. And if I had my choice, I would say, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to YouTube, and I'm going to live stream. That's it, But that's leaving behind so many other things that I want to do, and that are more than likely more overall good for my projects. And I can't set aside things like I can't just stop Let's Playing, and don't worry, I'm not going to. Whoa, hey man. But at the same time, it just feels like I have to start letting things go, and I don't know what to let go and how to let it go. And man, what's all you guys, man? I want to get to those diamonds. They're protecting them very nicely. It's just a very interesting circumstance for me where I can't just drop everything. Like there are times, and maybe this is the best way I can say it. There are times in which I wish I could just have a clean slate of projects and choose exclusively what I want to do. And if I want to, for a time, do nothing. Like, having a vacation is not an easy thing to do, and not many people in real life get vacations. But at the same time, I feel like, and a lot of people are going to be like, well, stop your complaining, MC. You're a freaking video game creator. It's not that hard of work. But I do put a lot of time into it, and I don't know. I guess I'm just at a kind of a lost point myself. I don't really know what I'm expecting you guys to comment on about, or I just feel like I'm in a place where I have to let things go. I can't let them go. I can't delegate them because I don't feel that they're going to... I'm not going to be as happy with them if I'm not the one directly there ensuring that everything is going well. I wish there was a way I could describe this a little bit more easier. Okay, here's an example. At Zeldathon, for example, we have a mixer board, and it controls the audio. I know the ins and outs of that mixer board. If we need to do something audio-wise, if I'm awake, I'll be there, and I'll be the one who's turning the knobs, turning down the volume, and it's going to sound absolutely perfect. there's been times where I've been on the back couch and they've been like, MC, the chat is saying it's too loud, but I don't see what the problem is. And, I'll get up from the couch and I'll walk over there, and in 2 seconds I'll fix something, I'll turn the knob or, push the slider or something, just something stupid like that. And so it makes me think, well, I know how to do this task. I've been doing it for so long. How can I let somebody else do it? Especially when, I don't know. It's not coming off as mean. I hope it's not coming off as mean, because I hate being mean. It's just not someone. It's not something I do. I'm not a mean guy. And if any of this has ever sounded like I was being mean, I sincerely apologize to whoever feels that way, because I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to share my thoughts in a good manner. I don't know the way out. There it is. Thank God. I've just been kind of filling the gap until I found my way out. I've been kind of repeating myself there for the past 2 minutes, if you haven't noticed. Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah. But all in all, I mean, I'm okay right now. Like, one thing I'd also like to state as an afterword of this is, don't think that I am suffering or anyway. I mean, I might have some stress, but it's not like I'm dying over here. I just think that things could be a lot better for my personal workflow, and I don't know. I just wanted to share some of those thoughts, and by the way, nobody's been on the server, so don't worry that nothing's happening. I don't know. I just feel kind of, It's time for your reminders. I don't know why I stopped there like it was the random opinion. But, yeah. Follow me on Twitter, guys, and that's kind of like a task for the day. I have like 2,000 some followers on Twitter. By the freaking way, why don't I write this down on my note card? We broke 30,000 subscribers. That's fantastic. I don't even know how to thank you guys for that. I'm not been one to ever like celebrate big numbers. It's kind of like, oh wow, it's a number, yay! It's one more than what we were the last time. But at the same time, I do want to thank you guys for helping me reach 30,000 subscribers. It really is a milestone, and it's pretty awesome to think that there's that many people who actually care enough to click a button. I don't know. Follow me on Twitter, though, guys. Seriously, it's a great way to keep in touch with me. Even if you don't have a Twitter, I'd very much recommend actually people to get a Twitter, even for the fact of just, listening to people. Just listening to tweets. You don't have to tweet yourself. That's not the important thing. It's about, just... gosh darn it. I should have saved that rant for another night, because I'm being very horrible at discussions right now, aren't I? Apologies. You know how I am. Silly audience. Whoa, a little bit of lag there. Whoa there. And by the way, I'm going to dive right back into it. Just, screw ending the show. I got something else to say. One big thing I can relate this to about how I'm kind of in the spot right now where I feel like I want to just do things my way and kind of screw everything else, is I feel the Ultimate Minor. Right now, I don't feel like making that show. I said it. It's a good show. It's my most popular show on this channel. I put a lot of time into it. I don't feel, personally, that it is the best show. I don't feel like I like that show the most. I think Good Morning Mindcrack's my best show, personally. And it requires the least effort for me, even though I actually, overall, probably the most effort, because I do it on a daily basis. But, I feel like the Ultimate Minor has become a point where there's like this other game show out there called the Nox Game Show, and they do things a lot better than me. They have a lot really great commentary. They do things different. There's some things I don't personally like they use texture pack, and it feels a little overproduced in my opinion. But at the same time, they do it very well, and I'm just kind of like, well, whatever. I'm not making any good comments at all right now, am I? Whatever. And don't worry, right now the Ultimate Minor is still on track. I don't know. I just personally feel like right now I don't want to do it. I feel like I could. It's not. I don't want to say it's canceled, but I don't want to say it's coming out in August. It's a hard thing for me. I don't know. Gosh, I'm in a weird position right now. Oy. I know you guys like the Ultimate Miner, and I like recording it. I love being able to hang out with some great guys, like that episode with Etho and Doc. That was great fun. But at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, it's a weird love-hate relationship, I guess. I'm still talking, aren't I? It's been a freaking long episode. Oh my god. Follow me on Twitter. It's time for your random opinion. Vegetables are really scary when they're not steamed. It's the truth, in my opinion. Good morning, Mindcrack.